hold controlling me, controlling me, it molded me, it scolded me. What you get now is the grown. Okay, this again is Black Love with Rhapsody and Malice from the clips. It's a soldier me, God's army, can't harm me, can't hurt me, care for me, always. The lyric for me, victory, cheer for me. Mama had fears false things. The lyrics got five. Okay, it looks like we are live now on Facebook and YouTube now. Welcome to Imperfect Poetry Thursday. Again, my name is Nadine. One word, I am one number, guys. I am the poet outside of the box. Don't lock me in. Break away. All right, I'm the poet outside of the box. At the end of my video again. Wait, let's see. Let's try it again. Live. Look. Instagram always does this. I don't know why. Let's go back live on Instagram. What's going on? I don't know why it does this to me. Let's see. Like a daughter, daddy's love. Spoiler. No, can't afford her. God is love. The thought of very best. No. I'm going back live again on Instagram. I don't know why every week they end my live. And I said the music is not my own. The music does not belong to me. Okay, guys? Let's try this again with Instagram. I feel the way of being free. I don't know why it's doing that. Again, I don't own any rights to the music, you guys. I welcome you to Imperfect Poetry Thursday. Okay, welcome to my live. I appreciate you guys joining me. I'm going to get into the poetry because I have a really good one tonight. Stay with me. I'm just trying to set my Instagram up again. I don't know what's happened. Instagram. Come on in and join me, guys. Okay. And you just heard a song by Rhapsody and Malice called Black Love. Okay, this is the live show where I share some of my copywritten poetry with the listeners and the viewers. And then we get into a great conversation about what the poetry was about. Okay, tonight I have a really good poem. Okay, and I'm going to get into it soon. Again, I am the poet outside of the box. Don't lock me in. Okay, I am Nadine, Poetry One word, one number. Okay, and I welcome you to my live. If this is your first time joining me tonight, I welcome you. I welcome you. I welcome you. Please be tapping the screen. Show me that you are in this poetic flow. I would appreciate that so much. Okay, I am live tonight on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and that's it. Fan base is not working tonight. I don't know why. It keeps giving me an issue. But the show must go on, like I said. Okay, guys, so I welcome you. I welcome you. I welcome you. Okay. If this is your first time again tuning in, I appreciate you joining me tonight. I'm about to go ahead and get into the poetry because it's long. And I want you guys to lend your ear because it is great stuff. So I'm going to turn this music down and I'm going to go ahead and get into the poetry. Okay. And where's my moderator? Okay, I'm gonna click the lights because that's how serious this poem is. And I'll tell you guys why I wrote it. And then I'll give you all of the other stuff about who I am and what I got going on after the poetry. Go ahead and get to it, guys. The poem tonight is called The Rhythm of Life. Rhythm of life. The rhythm of life has always been different, but continued, it needed no sound. Remember when you told the story and it had no bound? Remember when trouble was started without a sturdy ground? Remember when they never listened, but they heard you? Remember where you actually talked to her and eventually she became your girlfriend? Remember when someone told the joke and the laughter would never end? Remember when you disrespected her and her brother came to get you? Remember when they had the fight and he won, but no one pulled out the gun? Remember to the store with no idea to buy a pack of cigarettes for grandma and them? Back when they used to play numbers and your family would hit. You guys were the lucky ones. Back when your neighbors used to talk for hours about what happened last night when everybody in that neighborhood picked out the troubling kid. They had that just right. When laws were simple and pretty girls, they had dimples, no matter what the color. When boys chased the girls and they were not afraid to speak, and they would come inside from outside, all playing all day when their odor just reeked. Back when he said the earth would be inherited by the meek, when we naturally believed in God, it didn't matter what we think. Boys' favorite color was blue. Girls' favorite color was pink. Now all those good relationships have been severed. The world seems to like everywhere stink. Now all the food that you put on the table may possibly be bad. Children growing up without a father and mamas seem glad. A generation that may never see love the way that we had. They put down pens and pencils for computers to see the news. Because some in the world prefer brains in empty spaces that may never be used. The kids can't read or write. But they sure can tell you the best athlete, the best rap song, and the best website. They got caught up in the hype. Caught up in a world that made knowledge for dummies and lies are the truth. Throwing away the history of our country, destroying the minds of our youth. But I digress. It's kids, they say. But they take away our right to discipline them, to raise them the right way. Where we at, people? Where are we, people? How can we repair the loss? Because according to social media, us giving the right direction to others comes with a cost. There is no more take care of them at home and I cover them outside. There is no more teach them to be respectful in their hands they can't hide. Long gone are the teachers that work to do their job because they are educated to do it. So there is no more work with the teacher to keep you smart and you take the world by the horns and pursue it. You were educated for it. So say goodbye to the yesteryears when we did the things with good taste, certainly in a better mental space. Yet say hello to the world with hunger, threats for guns are in your face. Welcome to the unfamiliar, the rhythms of life. Guys, thank you. Thank you for the poetry. The poem was called The Rhythms of Life. And I want to say this one time. I did mess up a little, but I want to say one more time for those of you that are just coming in, because I really want you guys to get this poetry, guys. It is really good stuff. And I want us to be in remembrance of how things used to be and how things have changed. Again, the poem is called The Rhythm of Life. Okay? And I'm going to say it one more time. The rhythms of life have always been different, but continued, and it needed no sound. Remember when you told the story and it had no bound? Remember when trouble was started without sturdy ground? Remember when they never listened, but they heard you? Remember where you actually talked to her and eventually she became your girlfriend? Remember when someone told the joke and the laughter would never end? Remember when you disrespected a sister and her brother came to get you? Remember when they had the fight and he won and no one pulled out their gun? Remember when you went to the store with no ID to buy a pack of cigarettes for grandma and them? Back when they used to play numbers and your family would hit, you guys were the lucky ones. Back when neighbors used to talk for hours about what happened last night. When anybody in the neighborhood picked out the troubling kid, they had that just right. When were simple and pretty girls had dimples, no matter what color. When boys chased the girls and they were not afraid to speak. And they would come inside from playing outside all day where their odor just reeked. Back when he said the earth would be inherited by the meek. When we naturally believed in God, it didn't matter what we think. Boys' favorite color was blue. Girls' favorite color was pink. Now, all of those good relationships have been severed, and the world seems like everywhere stinks. Now, all the food you put on the table may possibly be bad. Children growing up without fathers and their mamas seem glad. A generation that may never love the way that we had. They put down the pens and pencils for computers to see the news because they prefer brains and faces that may never be used. The kids can't read or write, but they sure can tell you the best athlete, the best rap song, and the best website. They got caught. The hype. Caught in a world that made knowledge for dummies, eyes for truth. Throwing away the history of our country, destroying the minds of our youth. But I digress. They say. But they take away our right to discipline them, to raise them the right way. Where are we at, people? Where are we, people? How can we repair the loss? Because according to social media, us giving the right direction to others comes with a cost. There is no more you take care of them at home and I cover them outside. There is no more teach them to be respectful in their hands they can't hide. Long gone are the teachers that work to do their job because they are educated to do it. So there is no more work with them to keep you smart, and you take the world by the horns and pursue it. You were educated for it. So say goodbye to the yesteryears where we did things with good taste, certainly in a better mental space. Yet say hello to the new world with hunger. Threats for voting are in your face. Welcome to the unfamiliar, the rhythms of life. Okay, guys. Alexa, play Murder. Can you turn back on the light? Guys, thank you again for joining me. Again, the poem was called The Rhythms of Life. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to get into where the poem came from. Okay, but first, I want to let you guys know I am Nadine Portuan. Thank you for joining me if you're just joining me. One word, one number, Nadine Portuan. Okay, the poet outside of the box. Okay, and this is my live show where I share some of my copywritten poetry. Okay, guys, if you don't know, I also have a live show called Give Me My Rights, WRITES podcast, comes on Wednesday mornings on TikTok, YouTube only, live Wednesday mornings and Friday mornings at 7:30 a.m. Alexa, please play my rhythm playlist. It comes on at 7:30 a.m. And I ask that you guys join me because this is where I use some of my original quotes. What's she doing? Alexa, play my rhythm playlist.
Playlist Rhythms on Amazon Music.
She be doing her own thing. Anyway, yes, it comes on live. Give Me My Rights, WRITES Daily Podcast on TikTok and YouTube Tuesday and Friday mornings. I share some of my original quotes to hopefully encourage and inspire your day, guys. And it's really meant for us to go out with positive energy because we don't want anyone stealing our joy, okay? And it gives us food for thought and food for soul. Okay, so join me for Give Me My Rights, WRITES Daily Podcast, Wednesday and Friday mornings at 7:30 a.m. Standard Time. Be there, your joy, so you can hold on to it throughout the day because no one can steal your joy unless you let them, right? Also, I am the owner and founder of Skin Poetry One, which is my organic skin oil butters. Guys, if you have not gotten to it, go ahead and give it a shot. Moderator, please put the website on TikTok for everyone to see it. Guys, check it out because it is formulated to help treat severe dry skin. There are no chemicals, no carcinogens, no artificial colors, no artificial fragrance, no artificial ingredients, no synthetic ingredients, no parabens, no sulfates in my product. Okay, check out my ad, you guys, where I did a comparison of some of those moisturizers and lotions that you guys buy from the store each and every day, been in your family a long time, and turn it around in the back and look at those chemicals they're putting into your skin. You know, you get older, you start thinking you're getting these age spots and all of these things from the sun and all these different skin ailments, when in actuality, those chemicals from those moisturizers and petroleums that you've been using for years, they catch up to you and you see it on your skin. Skin Poetry One Organic Skin Oil Butters is organic, plant-based ingredients. We have all different types for all different types of skin ailments. And soon we'll be rolling out our jasmine kind, okay, which is really, really great smelling and really has great benefits for your skin. Again, plant-based and organic ingredients that you guys should go ahead and give a shot, okay? Check it out. It's good stuff. All right, get the experience. We deliver all over the country, north, south, east, and west. Portable. Okay, because shipping has gone up. We did cut some of the pork for you guys. We're eating it so you guys can get the experience. Check it out. Skin Poetry One Organic Skin Oil Butters. You can buy it through Facebook directly to the website. You can also buy it through Instagram, and it will lead you directly to the website as well. That is listed right there on your page on TikTok. For those of you that don't see the website on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, you go to https://skinpoetry1.nadinepoetry1.com. Get into it, guys. It is worth the moisture. If you want that natural glow on your skin that my skin keeps and my pores are not blocked, my products your pores, you want to check out what you want to get skin oil butters. It is worth the moisture. I promise. It works. It works. It works. And it treats your skin naturally well and keeps it naturally healthy the way nature intended for you to treat your skin. It really is good stuff, guys. Now, guys, let's go ahead and get into the poetry why I wrote Rhythm of Life, okay? And guys, if you missed any of the poetry, catch the recaps, the quotes, the clips, and all of the stuff about tonight's live on your favorite social media platform that it will be uploaded on over, okay? Now, this poem came from a song that used to be a song that was by a group called a song called Just Us, by a group called Two Tons of Fun. And those of you that are younger, you probably don't know who they are, but people of a certain age, they know who these women are. 2 Tons of Fun, which was a group that consists plus size women who sing their faces off. Okay? They sing they off. 2 Tons of Fun. The song is called Just Us. Alexa, play Just Us by 2 Tons of Fun. It's an old cut.
By 2 Tons of Fun on Amazon Music.
And the song came on because I played an old song from that era and playing this song. All right. One of the members of the group 2 Tons of Fun is Martha Walsh, who went on to create songs for many other groups, and she sang vocals in the background, but they used to put a skinnier artist in the face using her vocals. CNC Music Factory. Mm-hmm. Okay, the other woman was the late great Izora Armstead, who went home to glory in 2004. Together, they made up the group called 2 Tons of Fun. They were the original background singers. So remind me of my mother, live. The 2 original background singers of the late great Sylvester, who was a transgendered woman known for her dance. All right, and was an amazing vocalist, amazing. Sylvester, may he rest in peace. May Izora Armstead rest in peace. Two amazing vocal powerhouses. All right, they changed their names later on to the Weather Girls. Well, they made this song, Just Us, in 1980. I was a little girl, I had to be in pre-K. The song come on while I was in the kitchen and listening to some school music from that era, and then this one came on. So you know, music on Amazon streaming and Google streaming app, both of those apps will continue to play music from the era of the song that you selected to play. That song came on, and I had to stop what I was doing because that song reminded me so much of my mother in heaven. Oh my goodness, it reminded me of her. And it brought my eyes to tears because this song was a song that she used to play. Thank you so much, sis. I love you. That's my baby sister. It was a song that brought tears to my eyes because it was a song that she used to play when we lived on Green Avenue in Brooklyn, okay? And she would be in the kitchen. She had that big old kitchen, and this song would come on, and my mother could sing. And she would be playing this song and dancing and cooking. So I'm saying this to you guys without trying to be crying on these social media, because I don't need y'all all up in my emotional business, okay? But this song reminded me of my mother. Anyway, it took me back. It brought me, you know, in my headspace, and I thought about things when I was a little girl, watching my mother, you know, and I'm sitting there doing things. I was dancing and cooking around the kitchen, and you know, just a learned behavior, right? And this song comes on, and it takes me way back, living on Green Avenue in Brooklyn when that song in 1980. It was in a brownstone in that huge, watching my mother, and song remind me of how my sisters were run in and out. Right? And my big sis, I love you too, big sis. Right? It reminded me how my sisters and brothers were constantly run in and out from being outside playing. And my mother would say, running in and out. And then we would go back to singing. But then I started remembering so many other things that happened, you know, like playing outside in the streets. Cousins always coming to see us. We had that big old brownstone, and it was just so much room for everybody having enough place to sleep, right? My family was huge. My family is still huge on both my mother and my father's side. And my mother always had it where all the family was to come and they would commemorate, you know, and have a good time together all the time. That brought me back to that. A little girl. The world was different. The laws were different. And a kid's life was different. So in the poem, you see, I focused on how things used to be, and then I talked about how this generation is affected. You know, the kid's life was different. The way people did things was completely different. We had a lot more consideration back there. We wanted to know our neighbors. We wanted to have friends that lived next to everybody. We wanted to love everybody wanted to help everybody. If somebody went in labor, the whole block knew. I'm from Brooklyn blocks. Alexa, go back. Alexa, go back. We had blocks. Akia Lopez. Alexa Lopez. Thank you for joining me. I do it. Thank you for liking the live. Please be tapping the screen, everyone, and send your love. Okay. Yes, I'm running this song because it reminds me of my mama. So I wrote this poem because I wanted to think about those things that have changed. I wanted to put it to paper, you know, the things that have changed dramatically for me. And I'm sure for many of you, life has changed dramatically as well. I'm sure many of you on these multiple social medias can think of the times when things were so different. And now today, it just seems like a dramatic change, right? Not only just the laws have changed, with a larger focus, criminal and incarcerate people to help big business get cheap labor. That's not the only thing that has changed. By using modern day slavery, they will incarcerate you easy just for the cheap labor, right? But my family commemorating together has changed. Now, the big family that I come from on both sides, mother and father side, they have small cliques. And remember when family reunions and weddings and funerals was mandatory for everybody that loved that person in attendance? That is too. Thank you for the roses, baby sis. I love you. Okay, all of that has changed. All right, those things used to be mandatory. Today, you cannot even find family or get along with them enough to get them in the same building to love each other, hug, to say, I need to see you. I love you. Congratulations on your wedding. I'm sorry for your loss in the funeral. And thank you that we're all able to get together, family reunion. So our children can know our children, right? Kina, I like the live. Thank you, Big Sis. I love you. It's a different time. Remember when neighbors shared in the conversation? And now today you barely know your neighbors. I live in my neighborhood and I don't know any of my neighbors. Remember when the fight was a conflict that could be fixed? You had a fight with that person, somebody lost, somebody won, but the next day they were friends again. Now today somebody has to lose a life and the conflict doesn't end. It's a different time. The rhythms of life. These are the things that made this poem come together for me. It was heartfelt, so that's why I wanted to say it in the beginning, because I know I had wrote a lot of it, and I wanted people to just kind of relate to that time. 1980. I was in pre-K, and I remember that time, right? And you know the crazy thing is, today I look at my son, and I say to myself, wow, this generation is being so cheated. Hi, Keith. Thank you for joining me. Keith, I'm telling them about the rhythms of life. All right? This generation is being so cheated. They will never get to experience love the way that we had. They will never get to experience friendships the way that we had. Or knowing their neighbors the way we did. That's back when you can go down the street and the neighbor said hello. Today, the neighbor goes in their house and you go in your home and nobody speaks, nobody each other. So it could be in danger. And no one knows because everyone is trying to get a bit of privacy they got out social media, stealing the privacy of life. But what if they're in danger? And then you try to help. And they are mad at you today when you try to be of assistance, helping them come out of danger. The rhythms of life. The dating life is so different for the new generation. All right? Life is so different for them. I remember growing up when I used to can walk down the street and someone could grab your hand and say, "How beautiful can I talk to you?" Today, they got to go on a dating app. You don't know what you're going to get. Back then, people dated people who they became familiar with, who was a close relative with somebody that they cared about, or who was a good friend, and it developed into something special. Not today. The girls are dating the guys strictly because they want their money. The guys are dating the girls because of their physical assets. I feel like they're being so cheated, and it is unfair. Alexa, go back to my rhythm list.
Your playlist rhythms.
The songs I played tonight, guys, talked about Black love, talked about life being different, talked about things not being the same. Alexa, go to the next song. That song I was about to play was Rhapsody and Malice. I played it early on tonight. It talked about Black love, okay? So that one song by 2 Tons of Fun I just was playing brought back that many memories of my life. Then later hearing about the death of my cousin, found in his apartment alone and decomposed, being dead for a few days in the Bronx. Hurtful. And I can't connect the dots and pieces for his kids to know their dad's side, which is us, and a plethora of us. My father, my cousin Tarek, his father was my Uncle Arthur, and there is a lot of us. And those kids do not know us. Thankfully, I was friends with him before I left Brooklyn. You know, me and that's my cousin. We were close. But his baby's mother, I met her, and she was the most gracious, beautiful you ever wanted to meet. Remembered me, and she searched for me on the very social media and found me and was able to tell me that my cousin was gone. Right? And his never met this family before he was gone. His kids have no idea what family is coming to his homegoing service because they don't know them. You see that? Thankfully, that his children's mother knew me. I'm so she knew me. She never forgot me. And I was able to reconnect with sweet friend through this horrible ordeal. It saddens me. It saddens me. And I feel like the world is cheating them. They don't even know it. Before I end this conversation, I want to inform you guys that Marsha Walsh is alive and well at the age of 72, still living in California. And while Miss Azora Armstead went home to glory, both of these women gave us wonderful music. Many of you may know them for their famous song, It's Raining Men, right? They both were vocal phenoms, and they gave us great music and a great musical contribution to our musical history. Thank you so much, Keith. I appreciate it. Thank you. You know, so guys, I'm thankful that we received that great music. Alexa, play it by the Weather Girls. They changed their name to the Weather Girls before Azara at Armstead went home to glory. Let's see if she's gonna play it.
Here's It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls on Amazon Music.
I'm gonna just give you a little bit of that because I'm gonna get back into the playlist, guys. But this is an old cut. Oh my God, I was so little. You know, this is my mama no music. That's why you hear me play a lot of old school music. I got old school, new school, all music rules when they didn't put you on, because I grew up around music. My mother was a singer and a vocal coach. Music was our life. We had her band playing in our house. My uncle's band used to play at our house. So music was all around me. I couldn't help but love it. All right. And there's a song for every era of my life. I'm sure there is a song for every era of your life as well. Look into your life. Think about the music. Life is music. Music is life. Okay? This is an old cut. I'm just getting low. I forgot the words, but it's an old cut. The streets a place to go, 'cause tonight for the first time, just a time, it's so free. It's gonna stop raining. It's raining. That's the song by 2 Tons of Fun. Then they became the Weather Girls. So I wanted to play that for y'all. Alexa, go back to my rhythms playlist. I didn't get a chance to play the whole playlist. So can wet. It's raining men. Some of y'all know about that song in the comma. What you want sent you. Alexa, go back to my rhythms playlist. Look, I didn't get to play my whole night, and it was dope.
Your playlist.
Let's see if I can catch some of them on there. Give y'all a little bit while I sip up this waters. Guys, I thank y'all for joining me tonight for Imperfect Poetry Thursday. Okay, Imperfect Thursday. Nothing here is perfect. It's outside of the box. Our land. Don't lock me in. All right, guys. I thank y'all for joining me. I got some good music. I'm getting ready to head out, but I'm gonna give y'all little samples of the music I had. I'm hot. I'm hungry. All right, and these are the rhythms of life, baby. Take it as it comes, because you can't. Don't never forget your dreams. They're not coming back, but you hold on to them with your heart. Okay, I have a lot of memories that I could share, but I hold on to them with my heart, because some of them are so close and personal to me that I don't want to share. I just want to be selfish with them and keep them to myself. So, Alexa, next song. All right, guys. I started with that song Black Love, and that was featuring that was Rhapsody featuring Malice. Right? It can't be raining men no more. They are all on the computer. It's raining men in cyberspace. Okay, then I played Remember, which this song is by Jordan Sparks. Okay, Alexa, next song. I'm gonna just do a quick run through it, then I'm not gonna monopolize no more of your time. I Remember by Fetty Wap featuring Xavier and G Herbo. All my songs tonight was about remember how it used to be. Back then, stuff like that. Perform the format. Maybe you remember your ex. I don't know. You may remember how to be in your life compared to how it is now. I don't know. But it's all about remembering how things used to be, and how life has changed. That's the music I chose tonight. Alexa, next song. Then I played Used to Be by Lucky Day. And listen, guys, when y'all go to the hospital, get these cups. They hold some good amount of water. I am a water drinking girl. All right. Skin portrait one will keep your skin nice, but water keeps your skin looking good, starting from the inside. Get into your water. This is Lucky Day, guys. It's called Used to Be. Why it sounds like that? The speaker sound funny. Oh. Okay, and then I played Hard Part. That was by the beautiful Tiana Taylor featuring Lee as well. Alexa, next song. Alexa, next song. She don't cooperate. And you see, I remember when we ain't had this and we had to turn the radio station to get to our favorite. We just waited for our favorite song that came on. Now everything is so expedient. You can just tell this chick whatever's been inside this computer to play whatever song you want, and you're going to be getting instant gratification from the music that you love. A different time. Tiana Taylor, you guys. Next song. Then I played Long Time by Tiana Taylor as well. It was Tiana Taylor. Beautiful, talented Miss Tiana Taylor. Love her. Alexa, next song. Then I played Hip Hop by Lil Wayne. I don't even know if that's the song I was supposed to choose. I thought I chose a different song. Let me hear it. But guys, I thank you for joining me tonight for Imperfect Poetry Thursday. We're almost out of here. I'm just giving you a rundown of the music that I played, and then I went into my classic song. Alexa, next song. This is Hip Hop by Lil Wayne. Shout out to Nolan. Nolan. Listen, Alexa, next song. She put me through too much.
Fuck this hip hop. I'm at the boy, don't keep dropping. Niggas know they walk with flip flops. Hey, cheese, they keep shot from the slugs. They flip.
Shout out to Lee. All right. This is legendary, Mr. Lil Wayne. The song is called Hip Hop. Somebody else on this song with him. Big X the Plug is on it with. It's somebody else on there too. It ain't say the name in the title. All right, so this is Lil Wayne featuring Big X the Plug. Next song, Alexa. Next song. This is one of my favorite songs, but I ain't gonna let it play because I will OD on my favorite songs on here. Yeah. But yes. Love me some Patrice Russian, honey. Love her. Classic. And this is You Remind Me. Again, the music tonight was about remembering back then, how things used to be and what it's reminding you. And like the poem was The Rhythm of Life, pretty much talking about the things that happened in our lives compared to how different it is tonight. Isn't it funny how back then the laws were a little bit more simple and people didn't just get arrested for any tiny thing? Now the emphasis is more on arresting and incarcerating people so corporations can get free labor. Different time. Different time. Back then, the guy said, "Will you be my girlfriend?" And now you gotta hope you meet the guy you want online. Different time. A different time when you could go and buy a pack of cigarettes from grandma and them, and you didn't need any ID. They just knew the family. Different time. The world has changed, and our kids are being cheated. So we must remember to do the right thing by giving them some of the histories, the way things used to be. Expression. I want you to know. You are. All right, Alexa, next song, because I will be playing this song too long. Alexa, we're gonna end the next song. We're gonna end with this last song. It's a classic. Alexa, next song. If she cutting up. Ah. And this was a party banger from my mama and them back in the day. And my sister used to love this song too. Okay, it's called A Night to Remember by Shalimar. All right, check it out, guys. Listen, I'm gonna end with this song, classic Night to Remember by Shalimar. Guys, I thank you for joining me for Imperfect Poetry Thursday and rocking in this poetic flow. Renee, need poetry one, you guys. I want word on one number. Okay, blessings to your night, guys. Please pray for me as I will pray for you. And remember to join me tomorrow on TikTok or YouTube for a live Give Me My Rights, WRI's daily podcast, so we can encourage our day together. Because no one can steal our joy unless we let them, right? It's safe with you. Ooh. My love to you, baby, I surrender. Remember back when you surrendered your love to a man and he stayed around? Good night, everybody. Blessings to your night. It's ready tonight. Bye, everyone. Join me next week for another Imperfect Poetry Thursday. I'm going to stop being on time. I know it's imperfect. It can't be perfect. And if I'm on time, that might be perfect. Let's keep it imperfect. Good night. Ooh, so my name, darling, to remember.